Hey Nora, it's Camilla on a Friday, and somewhere a dark cloud is trying to find me because every day is writing day. I'm going to vocalize topics with alacrity because we have a lot of material to cover today. I have time to put on my tie. Fanny and Alexander playing in the background, directed by Swedish director Ingmar Bergman. I wanted to talk to you briefly regarding James Joyce, Ulysses. Now I know you may be thinking, oh Camilla, when are you going to get off my back with this convoluted, stressful novel? Well, I'm here to assure you that after difficulty getting into it, it becomes the most pleasurable read ever. Not only have I been reading and rereading, but I've also been leisurely reading articles by PhD scholars who are fascinated by the prose of this literary masterpiece. But wait, before we go on to the next thing, I also want to highly recommend, if you're Ulysses, you should also read Study of James Joyce Ulysses by Stuart Gilbert, which is just fascinating. Read fascinating. I mean, no one goes more in depth than Stuart Gilbert. Stuart Gilbert study point than you'll already have been at the autobiography of James Joyce. Probably one of the best autobiographies next to Walter Isaacson's Steve Jobs. If you're already at that point, you'll already have read The Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. I am done trying to convince you. I don't know. Maybe when I'm in a complex literary mood, I'll get back to you. We'll come back. Let's jump to Hickies and Herpes. Okay, Nora, both segments are intertwined together, so for the sake of time, I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to try to put this as sensitive as possible. Let's just say an actress, Celine Sanders, she had broken up with her boyfriend prior to seeing me. And let's just say things got lubricated, and let's just say she's officially my number 10. Look at that. I'm counting with my toes now. But compared to Barney Stinson, who was at 200, I am nowhere. When I'm at 10, I'm essentially starting over. The pressure's on. What did Barney Stinson say? Challenge accepted. Anyways, I digress. Not only did she spill my lust, she also left a red mark on my neck. Now, I don't mind biting or sucking, but I like to think of my body as a business venture. Something I promote. Now, I can't do it if I'm ugly, crippled, or have a red stamp from a one-night stand. Bright. Sensitive. Okay. For lack of a better word, to put it delicately, I mean a stamp from a neighbor who brought sugar, and then I moved because my house is on wheels. Moving on. Now, the next day I felt itchy in my crouch region. No, not couch, crouch region. Anyways, I immediately went to the ER because I felt bumps, and you know what, for the sake of suspense, I'll probably save what happened for the end of video. To celebrate my STDs, I took Stanley out to Maggiano's. You remember Stanley? And Maggiano's an Italian restaurant on Topanga Canyon. You're familiar. We had artichoke dip for appetizers, lasagna, mushroom ravioli, bread, and your favorite, tiramisu. And I tipped our waiter Alex $20 because he informed us about a fetus coming out of the womb feet first as opposed to head first, and how it's painful for the woman but A-okay for the baby, unless, you know, it chokes on the umbilical cord. And we toasted with an alcoholic beverage called Hennessy. And I remember saying to him, if I can't ever have sex again, then I may just have to get addicted to drugs and alcohol, which is something I don't necessarily tamper with because sex is the only pleasure that I need, you know? Then we saw the film Noah, directed by Darren Aronofsky, which is something I will discuss on another video. Now I want to talk to you about the How I Met Your Mother finale. In many ways, I saw my own relationships mirrored on the television screen, and Lily, Marshall, Ted, Barney, Robin. I was drawn deeper into the show because it felt like an extension of my reality. There was a lot of mixed controversy because the one was gone. And we were expected to be thrilled that Robin and Ted found their way back together again. Maybe even last season I would have felt differently. But after Robin tried to get Ted to run away with her 1 hour before her wedding, as a viewer, it was hard not to feel tired of this merry-go-round. Robin only wanted to get serious with Ted when Robin couldn't have him. But he deserved someone that wanted him just as much as he wanted her. And that person was Tracy. You can't throw a wrench in a blue French horn and expect us viewers to find comfort in it. That isn't the happy ending we waited for, or the one we truly deserved. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yes, in retaliation to your selfie, not necessarily retaliation, probably rebuttal, I don't necessarily take selfies because it reminds me of how lonely I am and how much time I have on my hands. I think that was it I wanted to tell you. Nora, I'll see you on Tuesday.